Is there a cure for MS? I believe that there is. You want to subscribe. You want to be one of my subscribers. So go down there now and subscribe. You just click the button down there. This is my channel. I'm Jewel Stokes, and this is just my opinion. I've been doing research into multiple sclerosis and if there's any cure for multiple sclerosis, because unfortunately I have MS. So let's talk about MS and the cure. I really think we're being played, guys. I'm sorry. I know everyone's like, oh no, there is no cure. Well, that's what the drug companies tell us. Anyway, so talk about multiple sclerosis and what I believe is the cure. I believe it's umbilical cord stem cells. I have been looking into this since I had a really bad relapse, which was in about 2015, where I was left paralysed for about 6 months. So I started to Google all the time and have a look and find things. And then I found a man in America called Sam Harrell.
He's won 3 state titles at Ennis, but his biggest victory is off the field, overcoming multiple sclerosis. Sam Harrell is back as head coach for the Lions.
Keep your poise in big games.
In the anxious moments before a high school football season begins.
And it's still a game, guys. It's a game.
The calming voice of a man who has overcome an almost unbearable amount of adversity.
Enjoy the atmosphere. It's going to be a great atmosphere.
1, 2, 3.
It's like going back in time as Sam Harrell leads the Ennis Lions out of the locker room and on to the field.
Let's go! Lions are decked out in solid maroon.
Pretty dead, isn't it?
Sam starting his 17th season as the Ennis head coach, but first since 2009 when multiple sclerosis forced him to retire.
And so I was pretty low, and my hope meter was low. I literally had no hope.
Eventually, he also lost his ability to walk. But successful stem cell treatments in a foreign country have given Sam a familiar feeling again.
Get in your spots now, get in your spots. I have to pinch myself every morning and think I'm going to jump up and put my tennis shoes on and slip my shorts on. And when I used to, knew I wasn't going to do that and thought I never would do it again. So every day I come to work thinking, man, you're the luckiest guy in the world.
And Sam emailed me and got in touch with me and replied via email. And I've still got all his emails. And basically, he told me the whole story. He told me how his community had clubbed together, and he actually went 5 times. I believe 5 times. I have to go back to the emails to double read them all. But he went 5 times to Panama Stem Cell Institute, and the first 2 times it didn't work. He had bone marrow stem cells, and it didn't work. But then the last 3 times he went, he had umbilical cord stem cells, each time from 2 donors, and it got better and better and better. And then basically, he said he'd had 5 years where he'd been walking, he'd been back working again. He'd been living his life and everything's fantastic. Well, I lost touch with him. And then recently I went online, and unfortunately, it's like 10 years later, not since when I spoke to him, but since he had the treatment, it's like over 10 years now. He got 8 or 9 years where he was in really good health, where he had no MS symptoms. He went from being quite spasticated and really struggling and not being able to walk unless he had an assistant, to being able to walk 5 miles a day. That's what he told me in the email. He could walk 5 miles a day. And there is videos to prove how he was doing better. He even went to court in Texas to testify the benefits of stem cells and umbilical cord stem cells.
Chair calls Sam Harrell. Can you please state your name, who you represent, your position on the bill?
Chairman, my name is Sam Harrell. I'm from Ennis, Texas. I represent myself, and I'm here in favor of House Bill 810. I'm just a football coach, that's all I am. That's all I've ever been.
Nothing easy about that.
Nothing easy, but that's all I've ever wanted to do, and I love what I do, and I'm doing what I love. So I feel like the luckiest guy in the world. But I'd done that all my life, and I was head coach at Ennis, Texas, and everything was going great, and I had all these big plans and dreams. And in 2005, I was diagnosed with MS, And at first it didn't really show up much, and so my wife and I, we didn't tell a lot of people. But from 2005 to 2009, I had gone where you couldn't even notice anything to where I was coaching out of a golf cart and couldn't stand up, couldn't walk on my own. And so in 2009 I had to retire from coaching, and then in 2010 I had to retire from education completely. Not because I wanted to, but because of MS. And during that time I was going and seeing the best doctors, and I just think they're great guys, and their heart's in the right place in Dallas, and they were having me on EMS meds, and obviously not much was helping, and then that's what they told you about the meds, that they weren't going to get you better. That's what will they get you better? I said, no, we just hope it slows it down. Well, from 2005 to 2009, I went from coaching and walking and working out in the sun to not being able to walk and sitting at home using a walker every day. And so that slowdown process wasn't very slow in my mind. And so, fortunately, and it was through Preston, a friend of mine told me about Preston Walker. Had gone to Central America and gotten stem cells. So one thing led to another, and fortunately, in 2010, I found myself in Panama getting stem cells, and I just fast forward to 2014. In 2014, I was doing so well again that I said, I think I can coach again. And so I started coaching again in 2014 at Fort Worth Christian High School, and I've been doing that for the last 3 years. And now I get up every day and throw on my shorts and throw on my tennis shoes and move again. And I never dreamed I'd do that. And it's all because of adult stem cells in Panama. And I'm just so thankful for that, and that's why I'm for this bill, House Bill 810. I appreciate your time so much.
Why don't they do a test on 100 people? Why doesn't the NHS just test it out? I'll be the first in line. I think it works. I'll have a go. I'll do it. I think it works. So I'll be the first person, because I absolutely believe that this works.